what we've been great at was finding celebrities, right? And like building the relationships, educating them on how to use social. So we were good at that, right? And we, thanks to many of our partners, more specifically Justin and Floyd, it was easy to get in the doors. And then when we explained things, the one, so we thought, do we bring them onto this platform and tell them to use another app, or do we actually help teach them and educate them on what our users, because one thing Shots had when we had 7 million active users, it was a very young demographic. I mean,
you had teenagers up until college students, right?
Yeah, Our average user was 16 years old, a little less, 15.8 was the exact number. So what we said is, let's look at what is it that they like about us, and if we could get the creator, whomever it is, celebrity or just the internet creator, and we know how to create engagement. So let's look at one other thing that we could get better at, and look at the 7 million users. What is it exactly that they want? Why are they watching Rudy Mancuso's videos or Keem Batch's videos? Why are they liking Justin's photos? What is it specifically that they like? And let's enhance that experience. But instead of putting it in a platform with 7 million users, let's go put it on platforms with hundreds of millions of users. And that's where we're at today, taking that piece of content that they like, expanding it, putting our resources behind making it longer, and putting it on. Right now, today, our focus is YouTube only.
And it seems like some of these celebrities are getting more people from YouTube and Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it happens to be, than they're getting from traditional media. They're directly in touch with their fans. It changes celebrity and how they market their product, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, like, I was actually talking to a friend last night about like this issue with this election, and like how there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to vote, right? And that's going to be the factor of who's going to win, right?
Yeah.
It's like, kind of like what happened in, Great Britain, right? Like with Brexit, right? Like newer generation, because what we've got to figure out, it's a whole new world right now. There's a whole new audience. They're doing, you have a daughter, right?
Yeah. 7.
So how much does she love her iPad?
It's ridiculous. Literally, that is the point of contention in the household, is how much iPad time does she get? Right? Yeah. And it is the ultimate parenting tool, because you can say if we get math done, I basically have a very simple thing. If we do, for every minute of math or homework we do, you get 2 minutes of iPad.
So it's almost like us when we were younger with TV.
Correct.
Yeah, right?
Or video games.
Or video games.
Yeah,
and now it's the iPad, right? I don't even know if you're ever going to hang a TV in her room. Like, I think it's like,
no.
Right? Like,
definitely not.
She won't want it. She's not even going to care. When I remember begging for a TV,
For sure.
So same thing, right? We've got to adapt. Like, this is a whole new world here. So I think that's like, celebrities have to figure out how to cater towards their audience, especially if they want a younger audience. That's one thing actually Floyd's really good at. He always asks us, and his involvement with us was, he understood that his average fan was in their late 20s, early 30s.
Right.
He said, I need to stay relevant with the teenagers.
Right.
You guys have that. I want to be part of this. And I think that's, with with the voting stuff, I think the system's got to change in general, right? There's got to be better ways to vote. Kids aren't going to get up and go to their local wherever voting booth and try to figure out where it's at in the first place, give up, a couple hours of their day to go there. So that system needs to change. Our system, as far as engaging.
Can you imagine how many would vote if it was as easy as taking your phone out and taking your selfie?
Right. Yeah.
They'll spend 20 minutes setting up a perfect selfie, but to actually go to vote for 20 minutes or an hour, too hard. We have to have electronic voting. Hey everybody, let me take a moment to tell you about Braintree, and our focus this week is marketplaces. As you know, marketplaces are a huge trend in our industry, right? Uber's a marketplace for transportation. Thumbtack is a marketplace for services. And marketplaces are an amazing new business model. They're gaining in popularity. You have two-sided marketplaces, three-sided marketplaces. But what it means is that customers can purchase goods and services from multiple providers, right? You've got a bunch of people here on the supply side, and you got a bunch of people on the demand side. You put them together. Sometimes people call it collaborative consumption or the sharing economy. But all of these merchants are on one platform, hopefully yours. And you need to manage all this. You need to have a payment system that does that. So if you owned a tutoring company, let's say, and students pay from their phones at the end of the session, you would collect payment and then you pay your sub-merchants, the tutors. Well, you can designate a service fee with each transaction, and Marketplace will distribute the funds to you and the sub-merchant, right? So that's what Braintree's been working on, is these great new features, including around marketplaces, and it makes it super easy. You can, they'll help you with the onboarding of the sub-merchants, right? Those tutors or people who, are organizers or clean up your garage or chefs, whatever it is on your platform, on your marketplace. And they don't charge you any additional fees for this. You set up a marketplace using their standard pricing. A lot of my startups use Braintree, almost all of them, I think. And you can learn more by visiting braintreepayments.com/twist, braintreepayments.com/twist. Marketplaces are a great place to be as an entrepreneur, and Braintree is going to make it super simple for you. Go ahead and check out braintreepayments.com/twist. Okay, let's get back to this amazing episode.